Yo, welcome back to the BA podcast, and today I have my friend Adam here, and we're going to go over how corrupted Mexico is, China launching a missile, about climate change, and Logan Paul against Floyd Mayweather. Alright, Adam, today you said you had some stories for us about Mexico?
Oh God, yeah, bro, I got a lot of stories from Mexico. Good old Mexico.
Okay, so what stories are you talking about here?
So, let me tell you, my father, he's a businessman,
Okay.
millionaire. He goes around everywhere. He's been to China. He's been to Germany. He goes to Russia. He goes everywhere. I mean, everywhere. He's been everywhere.
That's pretty cool.
Now, he goes to Mexico all the time. All the time.
Okay.
Now, there's one time in particular where he went with his German friend.
Okay.
And they went to Mexico. And what was it about again? So yeah, all right, I got it. His German friend, he's a partier.
Okay.
He's really a party guy. He goes around all the time, and he always wants to party. So as soon as I get there, he says, "I want to go see some castles."
Okay.
So my dad is looking at him like he's nuts, because where are you gonna find a castle in Mexico? And if you do, where the hell is it? It's probably in the middle of nowhere, and you don't go in the middle of nowhere in Mexico because you're not gonna come back good.
Yeah.
So they ended up, I don't even remember. They ended up just going to dinner instead. And they went on this tour throughout the city with this tour bus, this tour company.
Okay.
And they went on a tour. And what ended up happening was it went super late at night, real late. And they decided to go to a bar. So they get in a taxi, and they tell the guy, "Okay, take me to this nightclub, blah 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 blah." And the guy says, okay. And in Mexico, what they do there is they don't really have Uber. What they do is they have cabs, and it's a flat fee. So, for example, they don't have like a tracker for how far you go, and you don't have to pay based on how far you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Uber, for example. What they do is they tell you, "Okay, you want me to take you here to here? Give me $20 and I'll take you."
Okay.
That's the kind of business they do over there.
So it don't matter. You just give him money.
Yeah, so they gave him money, and he took them. So what ended up happening was they take him to the nightclub, and they go around the destination, and they keep going in a circle and a circle and a circle, and they can't find this nightclub. They keep looking, and they just can't find it. Okay, so what happens, there's police everywhere because they're all on edge. So they find police, and they go to the Mexican police. They call them federales. They go to the police over there.
Alright.
And they ask him, "Hey, where is this nightclub?" And then he names the nightclub. And they said, the federale, he points in the direction of where the nightclub is. And everybody, my dad, his friend, and the cab driver, they look out and they say, I don't see nothing. There's nothing there. And then they ask the federale again, the police, "Hey, where's this nightclub? I don't see it. Could you take me to it?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, you can't see it because the cartel blew it up last night."
What the fuck?
And all you see is just straight rubble. It's just rubble.
There's nothing
the whole
there.
building's collapsed.
Holy.
Yeah, and in Mexico, what they do, let's say one of these drug lords come inside one of these restaurants, or they want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
What they do is, what first happens, their bodyguards come in. Their bodyguards come through.
Okay.
Then they go in there, they take everybody's phones, okay? And then after that, the drug lord comes in, and he says, and they buy everyone's dinner. Because all the drug lord wants to do is just come out and have a nice, go and eat.
Yeah.
And so they buy everyone dinner, they pay for their meals, and gives them God knows what else.
Damn.
And then they give them the phone back.
I'd like the cartel to come over here.
Well, because they don't want the cops. to
Yeah, I
show
know.
up, so
Yeah.
they take all their phones. So that happens. What else? Let's see. Oh yeah. So there's one time there's this big, huge shootout with the Mexican government and the cartel because they took one of the big cartel guys. So they blocked off this hallway. Or
Not
hallway.
hallway.
Highway.
Oh, okay.
And they were having this huge shootout for days and days. And the day my dad was supposed to go to Mexico. So this stuff is kept on the low. It's never on the news. Nobody knows about this stuff because the Mexican government hides it all. This kind of stuff happens every single day, okay, over there. But they don't want you to know, of course.
Why would they want you to know?
Mexico?
Yeah.
Well, because the government, what kind of government is going to want the world to know that their country is unstabilized and there's people fighting there every day and they don't have it under control?
Yeah, that's true.
The United States would do the same thing. But, so what happened was the cartel, they ended up getting in a shootout with the police, like I said, and they ended up releasing the guy because it was so dangerous. They had so many people there, and there was just so many people getting hurt. They let the guy go. And then the whole highway's cleared off, and the traffic's back, and everything's gone. It's back to normal. Like nothing ever happened. And the same day, after everything is gone, my dad drives over the highway, and he had no clue about anything until later on he found out. So he was hours away from this huge shootout that he had no clue about.
So if he would have went, he probably would have got shot.
No. Well, he could have just turned around.
Oh, they don't care about anybody else? They were just shooting each other?
Well, because what happened was, so the highway is the one that comes off of the airport. So the highway is right next to the airport. That's what leads to the airport, right?
Okay.
And they blocked off the highway to the airport. So that's why, and all the traffic, all the flights were getting delayed and everything.
So they just let people fucking shoot out? There's no police enforcement, nothing. They just were shooting out the whole time.
No, the police, so they were in a shootout with the police.
Oh, okay. Took them that fucking long? 3 days?
Days, yeah.
God. Police suck over there.
Well, yeah.
Holy shit. They are down bad, downgraded. No cap. That's really bad.
You know what else they have? They have stories about people, American citizens all the time.
Yeah.
This happens. Some unlucky bastard gets kidnapped by one of these cartels. They hang them off of a bridge, or they chop off their heads and they roll them down the roads to make a point to the government.
Yeah, but why would they have to make why would they have to make a point if they
make
pretty
a
much
point in Mexico? For example, let's say they put out some new drug laws, where it makes them harder to source drugs for the cartels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but don't they own Mexico pretty much? Aren't they technically the government?
They own certain people in the government.
Oh. Okay.
They don't literally buy the people, but they pay them to do this stuff for them.
Yeah.
No, there's moles. Okay, if people getting paid millions, there's moles.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they chop off people's heads and they do all this stuff to make a point to the Mexican government.
Yeah.
To stop doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Or whatever the cartel doesn't like. Otherwise, we're gonna keep doing this. So they eventually stop.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Mexico's a bad place. Bad place.
Yeah, going from bad. What are your thoughts on climate change? On bad stuff. 'Cause I heard what is it? Antarctica is melting or whatever, and they're saying because of climate change and how the heat is rising, and
Well, you know what?
Water is rising pretty much.
So,
I think that's your alarm. You're good. Okay, so going from climate change and everything, Like, do you believe in it? What are your thoughts on it and
Well,
everything?
you know, climate change. It's an interesting topic. You know, because I haven't seen any significant evidence given to me, or that I've seen anywhere, that proves climate change is real.
Well, what about Antarctica?
What do you mean?
Because once that all melts,
pictures
water is gonna rise.
Pictures of icebergs melting. There's no direct correlation to why the icebergs melted. They don't have any scientific theory.
It's because of the heat.
Well, can you prove that? Can you prove that there was?
I'm pretty sure there's proof out
is
there.
Rising, and it's like there to stay permanently.
Well, look around, dude. Like, we've had how many times the heat has risen to the max and broke records in every single state, pretty much.
Where?
Like everywhere around here.
No, Illinois. We just
Yeah.
shitty weather. So
Well, Illinois is full of weather, full of dog shit. So
Illinois just gets the worst weather. They're just everybody else gets this great weather. California, Florida, Texas, Indiana.
I lived in Florida.
Then they just go to Illinois. They're just oh yeah, fuck you, Illinois. Let's just slap you with this fucking dog shit. Here you go.
Yeah,
You take the 40-degree weather every day. So.
that is true. Like how it was snowing in October. What was that shit about?
Oh yeah, well you see, that's not climate change. That's just a fluke. You know, that just happens sometimes. Snowing.
That was twice though.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it happened the other year too.
No, it happened once.
No.
It only happened once.
No, it happened twice.
It happened once and it was bad that one time. It happened.
Well, yeah, the one time it was bad, but the other time it was a light snow. It was the day before or some shit. Come on, it's pretty bad.
It's not bad. It's just flukes. People use it to further their agenda.
I don't know, man.
Especially these people, these politicians.
Politicians. We're not gonna get into politics here. Okay, so there's not really much to talk about climate change unless I pulled shit up, but I do not have anything for today. So,
I mean,
what?
what about climate change?
What do you mean?
God.
I believe water is rising. I mean, I don't think it's gonna go down. You know what I mean?
Well, you also believe the Earth is flat, so.
No, I don't.
Not exactly.
When did I say the Earth is
Your
flat?
opinion over there. Yeah. They call me the expert. So.
Oh yeah.
You know, in class, we used to do debates all the time.
Yeah.
Debates for school, for class and stuff.
Yeah.
I would win every time. I would humiliate the shit out of my opponents. Every time we did a debate, in class, it could be a class debate, they always picked me to represent. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, 'cause you're good at talking.
But this is stemming all the way back from 5th grade. I mean, I used to literally destroy these people
Yeah.
with evidence. It was just hilarious. I should be a lawyer, dude.
Uh-huh. You probably would be a good lawyer. Okay. So going from climate change, because we don't really have that much info for you about climate change, even though it's a really big topic. What are your thoughts on going from climate change to the change of the boxing world, where YouTubers are now getting into it and TikTokers? And now we got this upcoming fight against one of the best boxers known,
Well, you know what? Let me tell you.
pretty
Jake
much.
Paul.
One of the best.
Jake Paul, he's a pussy. These people, they need to stay the hell out of boxing, okay? Because they're not boxers. They're definitely not boxers. They're YouTubers, they're TikTokers, they need to stay the hell out.
Okay, TikTokers I can agree with. I think that's pretty gay. But some YouTubers, I mean, they've been, well, it depends how, I feel like Jake Paul's okay because he's been fighting for 3 years
Listen,
now.
Jake Paul has been fighting low-end, washed-out fighters, okay? He fought.
Yeah, but a lot of
fought-
people thought that Ben Askren was gonna win,
Okay.
and then when the fight was over, they're like, "Oh, this was all staged and yada yada. Even though Ben Askren himself said it was not staged.
Listen, shut up. He's an MMA fighter, okay?
I know, but people were still going for him. People thought he was gonna win, so what's the point?
Hate Jake Paul,
I know.
okay?
So you gotta give him a little bit of respect. I mean, I don't like the guy
I don't
either,
give
but like,
any respect. That's an easy opponent to beat. Some washed up 35-year-old retired MMA fighter.
I mean, that's not what people were saying when he was going into it. He said, "Oh, Jake Paul's losing. It's over. It's an MMA fighter.
Okay.
He's a world class."
You know, there's a video I sent you.
Fucking champion.
A video of Jake Paul trying MMA and he got his ass kicked. He got his ass absolutely destroyed.
You know, funny fact actually, before boxing, they were trying to get KSI and Deji to go in MMA, but they got him into boxing. So they wanted to do MMA at first, but KSI did not like the ideas, nor did Deji. So they did boxing instead. So the odds of Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. Okay, so the record Floyd Mayweather has is 50-0. Logan Paul 0-1. Okay. KOs 54% Floyd Mayweather. KOs for Logan Paul 0%. Weight 150 for Floyd Mayweather LBS, and Logan Paul odds of weight around 199 LBS. The height, Floyd is about 5'8", 172 centimeters. And the height of Logan Paul is 6'2", 188 centimeters. Floyd's reach is 72 centimeters, and Logan Paul's is 76 centimeters of reach. And then the age difference is crazy, 43 and 25. I mean,
well, you know what? The betting odds for Logan Paul are plus 900, and for Floyd Mayweather minus 2,000. You know what I tell you? Obviously, people are gonna bet on Logan Paul here. Logan Paul's he's a clear. I would say I almost want to say the guy with the advantage here. Although Floyd Mayweather has,
I mean, the only
much
more experience, yeah.
But is Logan Paul even in his weight class?
Nope.
Exactly. Logan Paul's not even in his weight class.
That's what I know. That's why I don't understand why they're fighting.
He weighs 49, almost 50 pounds, let's say, more than Mayweather.
Yeah.
He's about almost half a foot taller. His reach is 4 inches more.
Yep.
His age doesn't really matter.
I mean, age does kind of matter for like fucking like reaction time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, think about it too. Mayweather is retired though. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since he's fought. Like, maybe he sparred and shit, but like, otherwise of that, he hasn't been in the ring in a long time. And like Logan Paul said, he's probably washed up. Just like how Ben Askren was. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, washed up.
Like, washed out, like he's not in his prime anymore. He's not as good.
Well, nobody in the fucking 40s in their prime.
That's what I'm saying. That's why Logan Paul might have a chance. Just might. Like, I don't think he's, like, going to win by, like a knockout, but I feel like it's going to be a close-ass fight where it goes 8 rounds. And it's going to go by the points. And I hope he does not throw a foul hit where it got him 2 points deducted last time.
I feel like it's going to be a 1-round knockout for Floyd Mayweather.
How? How is he going to knock him out when he can't even reach him, bro? He would have to get into his fucking body. Plus, he's 6'2", dude. Or 6'2". It wouldn't work. Plus, he's 50 pounds, dude. That punch is going to hurt him, dude. I don't think Floyd Mayweather has fought anyone higher in his weight class. That's going to be a whole different fight. But going from differences and fighting, will we have to fight China soon? China has launched a missile. I forget what it's called. I don't have any sources on it. We're just going to talk about it.
You idiot. Let me tell you.
Okay.
China is not launched a missile. It's not a missile.
Okay, what was it? A rocket?
Rocket.
Okay, rocket. Sorry.
A rocket. They launched a rocket into space like other countries do.
Okay.
Ever heard of that? Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of rockets going in water, in oceans.
Just shut up. Okay, so what happens is they launched a rocket,
Okay.
and something happened, and the thing got screwed up, the rocket, and now it's coming down towards the Earth, and it's gonna crash somewhere.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Oh, it hasn't even fucking landed yet? It's still in fucking the air? So, like, what if it comes down on us and then it has explosives in it, and that was their whole plan?
No problem.
Like, is there gonna be another war? Or, like,
Of course there'll be a war, yeah.
Or is Biden gonna be like, oh no, guys, it's okay?
No, yeah.
You know, 1,000 people died.
If he just said it's okay, he's gonna get impeached. There's no way that, even though the House is Democratic controlled, there's no way they're gonna let that happen. Because there's so many people that hate Biden right now in the House of Representatives and the Senate. They even sent the guy a letter. They said, hey, if you don't follow our policies, we're not gonna have you here.
Yeah.
And they said, if you're not gonna follow through with your promises that you made, you're gonna be impeached.
Yeah.
That's what they said in that letter. I forgot what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit crazy, bro. I don't know. I mean, imagine just the rocket coming down and killing fucking thousands of people. I feel like that would literally change our whole perspective. Because we get everything from China, though. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, because these companies, they go there because it's cheaper. It's cheap labor.
Yeah.
And, they pay these workers that's slave labor. They don't even pay them, some of them. It's unbelievable what's happening in that country. It's a mess.
Yeah, I know.
Frankly, it's terrible.
What was... no, I'm not going to even get into that.
It's a disgrace. What? Tell me.
So, like, I heard that Biden was, like, working with these people that were doing concentration camps. What was that all about? You know?
Oh, so China, they have like
Sorry.
Muslim concentration camps.
I heard that on like the news.
There were some Muslim concentration camps, and these pictures got leaked in China. Like China took these people and they're in camps.
Yeah, and he didn't even do anything about it. He left it as it is. Like, he didn't even do anything about it.
Well, you know what? In stuff like that, the United States, it's their job, just like they did in World War II. It's their job to reach out their hand and defend their values when it comes to something extreme as like slavery and things like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, wars in the Middle East, I think they need to stay the hell out. They need to stay the hell out. And just like George Washington was right about everything, okay? He was right about the party system.
Well, yeah, I don't think this should have ever split. I don't even know how it split it exactly.
Well, that's
the Democrat Republic.
Because they have different beliefs. But he said we should never have the party system. Or the two-party system. It'll be dangerous and it'll destroy our country.
Yeah.
He also said that the United States needs to remain isolationist, meaning they remain independent, and they stay away from everybody else, and they don't talk to nobody else. They mind their own business, and they stay the hell away.
Yeah.
But,
I think, it's pretty crazy. I don't know. I feel like the world is changing rapidly, really quick. Same with weather. Same with how people work and shit around the United States and everything. Like, isn't he like raising prices but making it seem like it's okay because he's gonna pay out just a little bit more for workers?
He cannot raise prices on anything.
Yeah, I know, but that's what he promised, remember?
Gas prices are through the roof right now. They've been up almost $1 ever since he's gotten into office because of what he's planning to do with pipelines and gas and oil companies.
Yeah. Well, everyone should move to a Tesla. I mean, it's pretty expensive to buy, but I mean, the cost of it, of actually using it, it's pretty low.
Oh, did you hear what happened in North Carolina and Florida?
What?
No gas. Gas shortages. There was lines at the gas stations with no gas. They ran out of gas.
What?
Yeah, gas shortages.
They ran out of gas?
Yeah, if you can believe that.
There was no, like, oil there, nothing.
No, nothing.
Why?
Something happened. Somebody hacked into the oil company system or whatever.
Oh, wow.
I can't even remember what it was. But
Damn.
gas company.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that. What did they do? Just sit there? They couldn't fucking travel? They had to go back to the old days, use horses?
Huh.
I don't know. I feel like that's how it had to be, you know? Is there anything else that you want to go over? Because I feel like that's it. It's a pretty short podcast, but I mean, I don't have anything else for you today. Is there anything, any stories you have that you want to go over? Any topics maybe that's not, we're not really getting into politics and everything. I mean, we can get into like how you think overall Trump is if you want.
Yeah. Let's talk about Trump.
All right, just don't get too political here, because but you can go over whatever you want about him. Just don't get into politics about him.
Let me tell you, Trump.
Like you can't talk about like how Democrats and all that and all that. You can tell them how good you think Donald Trump is, though, if you want.
Well, you know what? Trump is an amazing man. He's done so much. He fixed the border crisis. He stopped the disastrous catch and release.
Okay.
He's lowered taxes for everybody. I mean, I'm sure everybody's taxes have been lowered dramatically. It was the 7th or the 8th largest tax cut in the country's history.
Yeah. And stocks went up.
Oh God, don't even talk about the stock market. It hit highs almost every day. New highs and new highs. It's the highest record stock market levels like nobody has ever seen before. It was unbelievable. But yeah, that was unbelievable. His jobs, he brought back at least, I can't even remember, before the pandemic, he used to bring back hundreds of thousands of jobs monthly.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic, obviously, he had to bring back more jobs after everything closed. He had to bring back more jobs.
Yep.
But
what are your thoughts on people saying he's like racist and stuff? And like how
Trump is one of the least racist people you'll ever meet. Okay, he said it himself. He's never said any racist or derogatory remarks.
What about the borders and stuff? And about immigrants? What are your thoughts on that?
That's not racism. That's wanting to secure
No.
the border.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Because a lot of people are saying that it's not right and shit. Like,
what's happening right now, or what?
I don't know, when he was president. Like, how he was not letting people
what's
in.
Not right is when Obama and Biden they had these kids.
Well, weren't they putting it on Trump though? Like trying to say it was Trump?
They had these kids. They were putting these kids in cages.
Yeah, that's crazy.
These illegals that came here. It's really a disgrace what they did. And Trump ended that. He stopped the cages. He stopped everything else. He stopped the disastrous catch and release.
Yeah.
He's done a lot. He really has. Nobody looks at the good things he's done. They always look at the bad things.
Yeah, like his wig.
There are any real bad things.
Like his wig.
He doesn't.
I'm just kidding.
But,
I think. I mean, there's a lot of good things about him, and then there's a lot of people that say shit about him, and you can't really change their mind on their perspective, really, unless they're gonna burn down buildings to prove a point.
They're sheep.
Okay, got it.
You know what I'm referring to?
No, I know what you mean. It's just like I don't want to get into all of that.
Sheep.
Fucking sheep, bro. Well, I think that's all we got today. You got anything else? Anything extra, or is that it?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Well, if you already haven't, hit subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button, comment something that you would maybe want to go over in our next week's podcasts that you might want to listen to. So I think that's it. So see you guys around. Peace.